All right. um, I really wanted to make this video. Uh, like I do. I always I give it like it is. Like I don't sugarcoat it. You know what I mean? Uh, so the way it is right now, and Jesus or Yeshua, whatever name you want to call him, he knows I'm frustrated with him. You know, like it's to the surface. You know, my frustration and just he knows it. You know what I mean? And just put yourself in my shoes. Your whole life, you know, growing up, you hear people, and he already knows this. You hear people that have been healed by Jesus. You know what I mean? And I believe them. They did. They did. You know, I've heard that throughout my life. They were healed by Jesus. Healed by Jesus. Healed by Jesus. Healed by Jesus. And despite hearing all that, I'll give you one guess. Who the one person that wanted to be healed by Jesus but never was healed by Jesus fully ever. Even to this day, not fully, completely healed. Me. Despite hearing all that, the one person that wanted Jesus to heal him the most, me, doesn't get healed by Jesus. He knows it. If he's watched my whole life, he knows that. So, so that adds fume to the fire, you know, from my younger days, you know. I'm like, I want to be healed by Jesus, you know, and I know I need to be healed. I do know that doesn't heal me. So now these days, I'm trying to follow Jesus for the first time, like really trying to. You know, he knows it. He sees me. I'm trying. I know he sees me. Nobody else knows who I am or acknowledges me, but I know he sees me wherever I go. If nobody else, Jesus knows where I am. You know what I mean? Everybody else in the room may ignore me, but not him. Not Jesus. He knows where I am. So, anyways, so pretty much lately, he already knows. My anger has just been getting more and more and more. You know, I'm still not healed by someone I know can heal me. Think about that. Just think about that. Someone that's helped you for a long time. You know he's watching over you for a long time. And now you're following him. You're really following him. You're trying to follow him for the first time. Like legit effort. Follow Jesus. You are. And meaning it. Not bullshitting, you know. He still doesn't heal you. That's why I'm fucking fuming lately. To the point where if you don't heal me, I'm checking out of this planet. I've been like that. I'm like, if you can't heal me, there's no reason for me to suffer more. You know, there's no reason for me to suffer more. Make a fool out of myself on this planet. Go to more professionals that can't help me. I'm not gonna make a fool out of myself anymore. If you can't heal me, I know no one else can. Like I know it, you know it. You're the only person. You're the only person that can heal all the damage done to me. He is. He knows it. I know it. Jesus is the only one that can heal me out of anybody. I'm serious. He knows it. But for some reason, he doesn't. But he doesn't tell me why. You know, I don't know why. Everybody out there would be like, oh, it's because you lack faith. Oh, you take his name in vain. Oh, you do this, you're disrespectful. All this, which may be valid, may be valid, may be valid. But I kind of feel like I kind of have the right to be a little disrespectful because I felt disrespected most of my life, by Jesus. I felt disrespected. You know what I mean? So I was like going both ways now. I felt big time disrespected most of my life. So now I'm letting it off these days, vocally. You know what I mean? So that's a valid point. That's a valid point. He could be mad at me, for all the things I've said. It's valid. So, despite that, it's a shitty position I'm in. Like, it is a shitty position. Imagine that you're alive right now, like you are. And the only person that can heal you, Jesus, doesn't heal you. But you have issues with him at the same time. You have no other allies on the ground. Really, you don't. You just have Jesus. That's where I'm at right now. It's legit. People out there may say, oh, I'm your ally. I'm your ally. No. I'm talking about the 24/7, like when I'm alone, ally. That's the ally I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Most people I don't even see that say that they're my ally. I never see them hardly. Every once in a while I'll come across them, They'll be like, oh, you're still alive. Oh, hey, what's up? Type shit. But Jesus knows. Is always watching me. You know what I mean? But anyways, so that's where I'm at. I've just been like, I'm not walking any farther. That's what I've been saying to him. I'm like, I'm not going any damn farther unless you heal me. You heal me right now. God damn it. You heal me all the way to the point where I can get off medications, basically. You heal me all the way to the point where I can get off medications as well. All the way. Heal me. Fully. God damn it. I'm sick of this shit. Been dealing with this too damn long. I'm tired of being the beat up friend of Jesus. I'm tired of being the beat up friend. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, you're all beat up and you're the friend of Jesus? Why hasn't he healed you? Exactly. Exactly. You just said it. You just said it right there. Why hasn't he healed me if I'm his beat up friend? You ask him, I don't know. But I know he has his reasons. And I know he's a lot smarter than me. A lot wiser than me. So he has his reasons. So I've been trusting that he knows what he's doing. Despite my antics. Despite my strong effort. Just to have him take me off this planet. That didn't work. So now I'm changing it around. I'm like, okay, now you heal me or I'm checking out myself. I'll do it myself if you don't heal me. Since you won't take me out. Because it's tough. It's tough to keep going like this. It is. It is tough to keep going like this, Like I feel like I'm I'm doing everything I can, you know, everything I can, possibly, to keep going, you know, keep afloat, basically. It's like, I don't know. So that's what I've been. It's just like, when I'm sitting in the Christian church today, I was just, in my mind, I was just shaking my head. I'm like, you know, because everyone's like, oh, praising Jesus, you know, jumping for joy in front of me, you know. I'm in the back, and I know he sees me. I know Jesus sees me. He knows wherever I go, he sees me. I'm in the back. In my mind, I'm like, he hasn't healed me. You know what I mean? What the fuck? You know, this is bullshit, you know? I'm like, I don't know why you guys are praising, jumping for joy for. He hasn't healed me. And he knows it, you know? He hasn't healed my mind, the CPTSD stuff, in my opinion, you know? And my physical pains, they're still there, no matter what I do. So I have body and mind pain going on. And I'm sure there's more wrong with me. I'm sure there is, that only he knows about. But it was interesting. I felt like I was a more solid person talking to Marvin than the last time I talked to Marvin. So since the last time I read that letter to you guys from Marvin, I improved quite a bit. I felt like since that time passed by. So since reading that letter, it might have made God very happy and like he like improved me, you know, like dramatically after reading that letter, you know, or something, because I felt totally different. It's totally more solid around Marvin than ever before. I was like all there, you know. Usually I'm like in outer space, you know. But anyways, like always. And I know God can read my mind. I know he knows my thoughts. I know God knows my thoughts. I know he does. So when I'm saying something in my mind, I know he hears me. And I hope he does. Yeah. So, but a lot of people be like, why the hell, and even I'm saying this, why the hell out of anybody would Jesus utilize someone like you? I have no idea. I have no idea. I asked Marvin this. He's like, you have gifts, you know? God knows you have gifts, you know? That's what he always says is I have gifts, you know? The enemy's afraid of you developing your gifts like you're trying to do. Because it seems like I'm trying to develop my gifts, you know, on this, especially in the last few months, like more of my gifts, you know, from God, you know. But anyway, so I'm getting gifts in a wrecked body, basically, just limping on, you know. I'm like, goddamn. But yeah, that's just where I've been at, just like, cause I know God's not an idiot. He's not an idiot, you know. He knows how frustrated I am right now. Like, I demand to be healed right now, you know. I stayed alive this long to not be healed. What the hell? You know, to not be healed completely. I stayed alive this long to not be healed completely. What the hell? That's what I've been doing. Like, what the hell? Yeah. Things aren't always roses and flowers with me and Jesus. That's for damn sure. It isn't. It's like, because I know he's hardcore. If he's brought me this far and suffered more than me, he's hardcore. Jesus is. He's hardcore. So he doesn't get hurt by shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Although it does say that he wept. So he does feel stuff. He weeps. But he's strong as hell at the same time. You know what I mean? So, but I'm not afraid of him. That's what I thought today. I'm like, everybody else is all afraid of him. Like all the demons are afraid of him. And all that. Which rightfully so. Yeah. You know what I mean? They threw everything at him and they still failed. The opposition threw everything at him and they still failed against him. Of course they're afraid of him. Especially now. Jesus is a lot stronger now than he was when he's on the earth. Back in the day, he's a lot stronger now. He is. But I'm not afraid of him. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid of him. I don't care how bright his brightness is. I don't care if his brightness blinds me. I'm not afraid of him. And the whole world will know I'm not afraid of you. Even though you're the only one that cares about me, I'm not afraid of you. Even though you're stronger than me. I'll be like Captain America standing alone. Everybody else is afraid in the background. I'm just Captain America. Looking at Jesus in the sky. Before the second coming. When he's coming down. Everyone else is scared. Not me. Everyone's bowing down when Jesus comes, but not me. I stay standing. That's right. You heard me right. I'm not afraid. I've never been afraid of him. Not really. I don't know. Maybe a little bit. I don't even know how close I was to outsuffered him. I don't even know how close I was. Probably not even close. That's insane to me. That he suffered more than me at my maximum suffering. When I was begging in agony for God to kill me. Kind of like I do these days a little bit, Like I said, it's hard to come back and repair yourself from that kind of suffering. You know what I mean? It is. It's hard to repair yourself from that. 100%. But if anybody could repair me, it's Jesus himself. You know what I mean? But for whatever reason, he doesn't repair me completely. You know what I mean? He's doing really slow. Very slow. Because I know he could make me a force to be reckoned with. Jesus could. He could make me a force to be reckoned with. He could. Right now he could. I know he could. But he hasn't. So I'm like, shit. Maybe there's things I have to learn. You know. Gotta quit fucking around. Yeah. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of wish Jesus just stood up for me back in the day, you know. Like I always say, you know, in front of my family, especially. That's what I'll say. I wish Jesus would have shown up back in the day, stood next to me, and stood up for me in front of my family of origin. That's what I'll say. That's a big statement, and I mean it. I wish he would have come down, stood next to me, and defended me in front of my family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Family of origin. You know? Because he knows damn well if you watch my life, I was treated like shit. Absolute shit. Seen like shit, treated like shit by my family. 100%. I still haven't recovered from that whole treatment from my family. I haven't recovered from it. Psychologically, I haven't, you know. Like I said, never mind. I don't want to say it. But it is like I was a prisoner of war from the Viet Cong, you know, and I escaped. It's exactly how it's been. It felt like I escaped the Viet Cong, but I was around the Viet Cong for so long that it messed me up. You know what I mean? Psychologically, physically, you know. And that's what God's been helping me work through, you know. You know. So. But I'm just like. But anyways, I've just been getting impatient because like I wanted to be living a good, awesome, you know, happy life by now, you know. I don't know. And the fact that it didn't happen by now, I'm just like, I'm not going any farther. My feet are tired. My legs are tired, Jesus. I'm not going any farther. My legs are tired. I'm tired of walking. I'm not going any farther. You heal me entirely, or I'm giving up. Officially. Like officially, I'm giving up, you know? Like 6 feet under. You know? And you know better than anybody, that I don't fear death at all. Yeah, I don't fear death at all. So, but I don't know. I know he's not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I know that much. He's not an idiot. So. That much I know, you know? So, his wisdom supersedes anybody's and my own wisdom. Jesus' wisdom supersedes out my wisdom, that's for sure. I don't know why he does the things he does the way he does. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah. But he knows I'm running out of patience, you know? Do you see a little kid named Timmy running around? Do you see a son named Timmy running around? No, you don't. I don't have a son named Timmy right now. I have nothing. No son Timmy, you know? No apple of my eye running around, you know? God damn it. I have nothing. You know? The pastor was saying something like he's like, I always wanted to make sure I didn't get caught up in the stuff of this world and you know, and just keep my focus on Jesus and that kind of thing. And I feel like I've kind of done that, you know. I don't care about stuff either. But I do want something of value, like I don't know, relationship or something. And then eventually a son named Timmy. You know what I'm saying? Why can't I have the American dream, goddammit? Why can't I? You know? Why can't I have the white picket fence? You know? You know? Yeah. But the truth is, uh, I've never been loved for real by the opposite sex. You know what I mean? Like for real. They love me for real. I've never been, in my opinion, not real. Not the way Jesus loves me. Not even close, you know? Yeah. When everybody falls to the wayside from my life, Jesus is still there. Let's just put it that way. Jesus is still there when everyone falls to the wayside. And I just keep on walking. Jesus keeps on walking with me. You know what I mean? When I leave the Christian world eventually, Jesus will keep walking with me still, even past the Christian world, you know? Towards the real kingdom of heaven that Jesus talks about. You know? Not what Christianity talks about, what Jesus talks about. That kingdom of heaven, you know? And that's what I talked to Marvin about today. He's like, because he's like, even the churches are getting it wrong, you know? They're not giving it all, you know, what Jesus was saying. They're not giving it all because it contradicts what they want, you know? Because if everybody did what Jesus wanted, like what he said, I don't even think there would be churches, you know? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there would be. You know, everybody be free thinking individuals, you know? They wouldn't even need to be in a building, you know, if they did what Jesus said. Be free thinking individuals, you know? Love your neighbor as yourself, you know? Don't need to go to church for that. You know what I mean? That's what I thought about. A lot of what Jesus said hurts religion. It does. That's why they ignore what he says. That's what I notice in Mormonism. Exactly, in Mormonism. They ignore what Jesus said and they pay attention to what like the prophets say. You know? What the prophet said, not what Jesus said in the Bible. They ignore it entirely. That's what I noticed in the Mormonism. They totally ignored what Jesus was saying. They never took it seriously. That's what I'm saying. They never took it seriously or to heart what Jesus was saying to do, how to be, how to act. You know, they didn't take it seriously. They didn't. They just ignored it. Back to business, yeah. Back to business, yeah. If you don't tithe, you're gonna burn. Back to business. Ignore this. Ignore the peaceful Jesus. Ignore him. Ignore him. He'll ruin religion. If we take his teaching seriously, it'll ruin religion. I feel that's true, you know. If people took what Jesus said literally, it would ruin religion. All religion. You know what I mean? Everybody be like, this church is doing things way contradictory to what Jesus was saying. You know what I mean? But anyway. I'm just saying, I walked a long way. And God knows I walked a long way. And I'm just like, hey, Jesus. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Jesus. Why haven't you healed me yet? I've walked all this way. Why haven't you healed me yet? What the hell? Yeah. Don't give me some riddle about you don't have enough faith. Don't give me some riddle, you know. I'm too old for that shit now. Should have been healed a long time ago, and everybody knows it, you know. So I'm just like, that's kind of where I'm at. Kind of lost hope, you know, that Jesus will ever heal me completely. I'm sure he will. In like 10 years. He'll heal me to what he wants me to be in like 10 years. It'll take 10 years to get me there. Till I'm finally what Jesus wants. 10 more years to be what Jesus wants. God damn it. Does that mean I have to say goodbye to heavy metal? God damn it. Say goodbye to my dreams. The things I like. I don't know. It's just been rough, you know. But I don't know if I mentioned that in the show, the Chosen. There's a guy that followed Jesus. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier in the video. He was following Jesus. He has paralysis of some kind. Something's wrong with him. And Jesus is healing everybody. All around him. Just healing everybody. They're all saying, hallelujah, praise Jesus. And this guy's been following him for a while. Jesus didn't heal him. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the situation with me, you know. Jesus hasn't healed me. You know what I mean? So, sure he has his reasons, but oh well. But he knows what I think. I'm like, shit, if you can't heal me, I'm screwed. I'm screwed if you can't heal me. So I have to I'll get off the planet. I'm screwed if you don't heal me. Yeah, I am. I feel like I am screwed, you know. But anyways, I'm just like, just kind of been just frustrated, you know. Just really frustrated. Because it feels like I've been following him for a while now. Feels like I've been following him for a while. Even if it hasn't been a while, it feels like I've been following him for a long time. And I'm just like, hey, you up ahead. Yeah, you. Why haven't you healed me? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I ain't going any farther till you heal me. Like you healed everybody else around me. Throughout my life. You heal me like that. God damn it. You heal me like that. But at the same time, and he probably already knows this as well. Just based on how much effort he's had to do to get me to this point, I know this for a fact. I'm probably the hardest person he's ever tried to heal. Ever. You know what I mean? I know I am. That's how much shit I've been through. That's how much shit I'm still going through. I'm probably the hardest person he's ever tried to heal. Point blank. Point blank, period. Hardest person Jesus has ever come across to heal. I'm the hardest one. I know I am. That's why it's taken a while. That's exactly why it's taken a while. Even though sometimes I don't think it. It could take a while, but I feel like, and I've said this before, I feel like there's a reason why God didn't do much for most of my life. You know what I'm saying? He allowed me to be destroyed. You know what I mean? He allowed me to be destroyed before he really jumped in my opinion. Before he really stepped in, he allowed me to be destroyed completely. Completely. He allowed me to be destroyed. So when he jumped in, it would be no doubt that it was him that jumped in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't know if it was Jesus that jumped in to help me. Oh, I don't know. He made sure it was obvious that it was him. It was him, you know. Like no bullshit. Yeah. So but the farther I've walked on this path, the more like I'm like, what am I doing? Am I ever gonna be healed? What the hell am I doing? I like walked away from everything, you know, for nothing, you know, for nothing, you know. There was no instant healing when I walked away, basically. There was no instant healing when I walked away from everything. That was a disappointment as well. So I'm like, shit. So anyways, that's just what's been going on lately. In case you wanted to know, you know. Like I said, I'm not afraid of him. You know what I mean? If he knows me this well, I'm not afraid of him. Yeah. Like, even though most people ignore me, Jesus wouldn't ignore me in the back. That's how much I know he knows where I am. You know what I mean? That's how scary it is. Like, nobody knows who I really am. Not even my family knows who I really am. Even I don't know who I fully am. But Jesus would look in the back and know exactly who I am. You know what I mean? more than I know who I am. He would floor me to tell me who I really am. Jesus would floor me to say to my face who I really am. You know, who I really, really am. You know, not just shit that's been revealed to me, but who I really, really, really am. Above that. You know what I mean? So, because like most of the time, like I can be in an environment in the back, no one really knows or cares, no one notices me, but Jesus would notice me and say, "Come right up here." You know what I mean? I know you are. Don't try to hide back there. Don't try to hide in your mind either. I know who you are. You know what I mean? That's what's scary. Someone knows who I am. And I thought about this. I thought about this as well. I wish God didn't know who I was. You know what I mean? I wish Jesus didn't know who I was. I thought about this today. I did. I'm like, I wish that they didn't know who I was. Because if they didn't know who I was at all, didn't track me basically, didn't know where I was, if they didn't know who I was at all, you know, I'd be off the planet. You know what I mean? I would have been a long time ago off the planet. You know what I mean? No more pain. No more pain in my body. No more living in this painful body. I'll be off the planet, you know? So that's why I was like, man, I really wish they didn't know who I was. I really wish they didn't. Sometimes it's a good thing that when I'm alive, they know who I am. Since I'm alive still, they can help me. But other than that, I don't know. You know, accepting my body has been a challenge my whole life. Like accepting my physical body. You know, like appreciating it. Appreciating my physical body has always been a challenge in my life. You know, yeah, I don't know. I wonder how Jesus handled his body. You know, how he liked his body when he was on the planet. You know, I wondered how he handled it. You know, probably definitely appreciate his body more than I do. Yeah, it's like body is a temple. Yeah, temple of God. Spirit of God's in the temple. So, I don't know. Anyways, I just really want to be healed right now. You know, get a real life going. What I consider a real life. You know, like you know. I think I would like a son named Timmy. You know, I think I would. You know. I think I would. You know. You know, that's something I've never experienced before is having a kid. You know, being a father of myself. You know, never been a father myself. You know, never even been a husband myself. You know, that's a pretty scary thought right there. Being a husband. Shit, I'm committed. again to something. But anyways, but Marvin told me again today, like the enemy's afraid of me. He told me again. I'm like, all right, I believe you, you know. I believe you. They're afraid of me somehow. They fear what I'm trying to become. You know, they fear the path I'm on of what I'm trying to become. The enemy does. Have no idea what I'm trying to become. Only God knows what he wants me to become. Only God knows. Only he knows. Only Jesus knows. Only Yahweh knows. Yeshua knows. Whatever name you want to call. That's what they talked about in church today. You know, people don't know what name to call him, you know. In my mind, I'm like, I don't think that detail really matters to him. Whether you call him Yeshua or Jesus, I don't think it matters. You know what I mean? I mean, he's not an idiot. He knows if you're talking to him. Yeah. Like if I say, hey, Yeshua, he knows I'm talking to him. Hey, Jesus, he knows I'm talking to him. Hey, Yahweh, he knows I'm talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. I don't think he cares about which name you call him. You know. But despite that, despite his glory, he knows who I am. In the shadows, you know what I mean? Like living in stealth. That's what someone told me. Is like, someone told me this to my face. You are serving your purpose, but in stealth. Which is true. I'm serving my purpose in stealth. Like making these videos in secret. You know what I mean? In stealth, I'm serving my purpose, you know? It's true. Notice how no one's really around me when I make a video. It's in stealth. Total stealth, you know? It's true. I'm like, you're right, I am doing it in stealth. I'm doing my purpose in stealth mode. In secret mode. So if someone found out about it, they'd haul me away. They would. I know that. God bless them. Yeah. Anyways. I better get going. It's good talking, you know? But that's kind of where I'm at with Jesus. Yahweh. Whatever you want to call him. I used to call him Kakarot. Like in Dragon Ball Z. The main character in Dragon Ball Z, the strongest warrior. You know? Kakarot. Or Goku. You know what I mean? That's what I used to call him. Still kind of call him that. Don't think he likes that though. He might prefer Yahweh. But I don't think he cares about those details, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to be like, oh, you called me the wrong name. I'm going to strike you down. If those little things like that would make him strike you down, I would have been struck down so many times in this life for the things I've said. about God, about Jesus. If those things really, really would make him strike me down, I would have been struck down so many times by lightning. He knows it. I'm like, goddamn. So I'm like, guess he has tough skin. But anyways, he knows I kind of miss my family. You know what I mean? I'm like, I've gone way too far from home. What have I done? I'm like a runaway train, a runaway caboose, that got off the rails, away from his family and his home, to nowhere, following Jesus, maybe. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I'm like, goddamn, what have I done? I'm too far out now. I'm a caboose way out in the open, wild, And only Jesus knows where I am. That's how far I've gone off the train tracks, Only Jesus knows where I am. Which is true. Only he knows where I am right now. At this moment, only Jesus knows. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really wanted to say for this video, I guess. I better get going, but Marvin told me to read Joel chapter 2, so that's what I've been doing. Joel chapter 2. He's like, there's a lot in Joel chapter 2 that you need to read. What God wants to do or something like that. So that's what I've been doing, is reading Joel chapter 2. So if Marvin's telling me, it's God telling me. So God told me to read Joel chapter 2. So that's what I'm doing. Even though it's hard for me to comprehend sometimes and focus on reading, I'm going to try it. Try my best anyway. So basically, that's all that's gone on today. I'm like, hey, I'm pissed at you, Jesus. I'm pissed. I know you can heal me all the way. You've healed all these people around me my whole life. You can't heal me? What the hell? You know what I mean? It's like the guy on the Chosen show. He heals everybody but him. I'm like, what the hell? This is some bullshit. Like, I'm trying to follow you and serve you, and serve God for the first time in my life. You can't even heal me. What the hell? Yeah. So I'm like, you heal me or I'm getting off the planet. He knows I will. I was wearing my Warrior of Christ shirt again in a Christian church. I'm like, damn, this can't be coincidence. Keep wearing the Warrior of Christ shirt in the Christian churches for a second time. I'm like, God damn it. How does this happen? I only have one Warrior of Christ shirt, and I happen to wear it when I'm going to Christian church. I'm like, God damn. But anyway, that's all I really want to say. Basically, to sum it up, I'm just like, hey, Jesus, what's the deal? Why haven't you healed me yet? What's the deal? What's the holdup? You don't like me? You don't like my personality? You don't like my style? What's wrong? Why can't you heal me? I'm not afraid of you. Like everybody else just grovels and, does all their crazy shit for you. Jumping for joy. Hallelujah. Not me. I'm not afraid of you, Jesus. You turn around, face me. You turn around, face me like a man. You say I'm your friend, prove it. You heal your friend. You prove it. You say I'm your friend. You heal me like I'm your friend. I don't have the ability to heal you. You have the ability to heal me. All right. If I could heal you, I would. Yeah. If you needed it. Yeah. But you don't. So I need you to heal me before I die. Heal me before I die. All right. So I can start a family, have a son named Timmy. All right. That's all I ask. Just a little rugrat, named Timmy. That's all I ask. Jesus, turn around and face me. Why can't you give me a wife and kid named Timmy? You know what I mean? What's wrong? Why can't you heal me? I know I'm hard to love. I know that. I know I'm a hard person to love, but what's the deal? Is that the deal? I'm so hard to love that only you can love me. Is that the deal? Anyways, I'm so frustrated. He frustrates me. Jesus does. He's frustrated me my whole life. In many ways. Doesn't heal me my whole life. Doesn't defend me my whole life. Doesn't protect me my whole life. You know what I mean? I don't understand Jesus. Let's just say that. I don't understand him. If you ask me, he's not much of a friend just to watch me suffer. You know what I mean? A real friend would have jumped in. That's how I always felt. A real friend would have jumped in. Say, whoa, back off, my friend. Back off, my friend. That didn't happen. He knows that too. He didn't say back off, my friend. He didn't do that. He didn't. He may be doing that with like demons and stuff over the years to back off me. He may be doing that. I admit that. He's probably protecting me from the demons out there. 100% he is. Because like I said, they've taken me down before. Jesus knows this very well. Very well. The demons, Satan, they took me down completely in this life. They did that. And I hope they don't do it again. Because like I said, they don't kill you. They don't kill your body. They do everything else. They destroy everything else. They don't kill your body. If they killed my body, no problem. You know what I mean? No problem if they just killed my body. I'd be great. But they don't, So, and you probably figured that out if you're still alive. The enemy doesn't kill your body. They do everything else, So, anyways, that's enough craziness for this video. Goddamn. Sometimes I wish I just had a friend with me right now, just like to give a hug to, right now, a friend, a good friend. Yeah. Jesus is kind of invisible. Yeah. So, you feel him around, but you can't see him around visibly. Anyways, I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat again. Just like Jesus won't heal you because you're not grateful. You say mean things about him. That's why he won't heal you. Guilty. Guilty. I'm guilty, yeah. That's a bad reason not to heal me though. I think, He knows I face death. I face certain death if he doesn't heal me. He knows that. He does. He knows this very well. He knows this very well. If I anticipate that I'm going to be homeless, I will end my life first. He knows I will. He knows I will. If I anticipate that I'll be homeless, I'll end my life first. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be on the streets. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I ain't gonna be on the streets. Especially like this. I'm not gonna be on the streets like this. No problem dying first. No problem. The right way. So that's what I face. You know what I mean? So I'm just taking things one day at a time, hoping that shit doesn't happen. Anyways. That's all I'll say for this video, I think. That's good.